And welcome back. Our next guest is the president of the Metropolitan College of New York. He joins us to speak about his vision for college, sharing information on grant opportunities that may have a major impact for his students. So please welcome to the show, Dr. Charles Gibbs.
Thank you, Bob.
I'm on what they have there.
That's okay.
But welcome.
Thank you. The world famous Bob
Yeah,
Lee.
I'm hanging out with you, my brother. Thank you.
Thank you so
for
much
letting
for
me share in
having
this space and time with you.
Thank you.
You've done some things before you got to where you are now. Speak to that.
Well, first and foremost, Bob, thank you, and certainly thank you to your entire team.
Yeah.
Thank you for your listeners for even humbly inviting us to just share a little bit about what we do at Metropolitan College of New York. You know, people always ask, well, what is your legacy and what's your journey? And for me, it's never really been about the titles. It's never been about the accolades, but more importantly about the people that we touch along the way. And so prior to coming to Metropolitan College of New York, I served as the National Chief Executive Officer, the CEO of 100 Black Men of America. I've served in higher ed for over 25 years, whether it was at my previous institution at Ylana University, Miles College, or my alma mater, Howard University, where I received and earned, I should say, my 3 degrees as a former student athlete. So higher ed has been in my blood. Didn't always think it was going to be in there, but God has a mysterious ways of putting you in the right direction.
God is good.
All day long.
And all day long.
He's good.
There you go. We just switched up just a little bit.
Hey, we make it work. We make it work.
There you go.
Thank you.
So what are we doing at the college right now? Explain some of the things that we're working on.
Well, what a great journey has been. I was appointed as the 7th president of Metropolitan College on July 1st. So I've actually been in the game and leading this great historic institution for 60 days plus. First African-American president in the 60-year history. So what's going on at Metropolitan College? It's a cultural shift. It's actually demonstrating that we're connecting, we're outside, we're bringing our community into our campus. We have 2 campuses, one on the 60 West Street, Lower Manhattan, and certainly one in the South Bronx on East 149th Street. So we're just excited to really continuously showcase some of the great students, some of our great programs. And if you really were to look at, open up the hood of MCNY, we have some of the most steward leaderships in civil engagement, nonprofit, in education, in New York, in the 5 boroughs that are graduates from Metropolitan College of New York. So no longer a best kept secret. We are the secret that is outside, and we want to show everybody what we're doing.
We know all about you now.
Amen.
We're going to rev up that engine now.
That's right, that's right.
What is your vision for the school, and what are some of the steps that you're actively taking to accomplish some of these things that you need to take?
Well, sir, thank you for that question. You know, as I said during my interview process, there's probably a lot more I need to know than I do know when I was being interviewed for the position. Now that I've gotten a chance to step into the role as the president, open up the hood, check the tires, check the engine, check the fuel, there's a few critical areas that I want to make sure that we continue to support our communities. We support the 5 boroughs. We are a majority, largely, a adult learning institution. However, one of the things that I believe, and certainly in the support of my board and our governing body, is that we have to learn, and I should say, pivot in diversifying our enrollment population. So we're trying to work to establish a greater footprint within our public school systems. I had a chance to meet with our great chancellor of CUNY, and we were very clear. We don't compete, we complete. And so collaborations and really beginning to find ways for more of our institutions to collaborate with MCNY is one of my true visions of how we broaden that scope. Also, how do we collaborate further into our public school system to bring some of our traditional first-time enrolled students to Metropolitan College of New York. Again, we serve a larger population with some of our most popular programs are in our master's programs, whether that's education or public administration. We're just trying to really maintain a diverse pool of students at our institution.
Now, I like that unique strategy that you're taking, because everybody does a little something, but when you come to the table, you can open it up. And also you're working with a Tina Nachman that that used to work for media.
She's a rock star. I wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for Tina. So shout out to Tina.
Big shout out. So explain some of those strategies that you're taking to get where you need to go.
Sure, sure. So one of the things I think that separates Metropolitan College from New York is that we have a unique education model called purpose-centered education, where each student comes in with an identifier problem that they've identified in their community, in their workspace, and each semester they go through what we call a constructive action, which actually bridges theory and practice. So you are, from day one, have identified a problem in your civic organization, your nonprofit, your foundation, or your corporation, and now you have a student that you're working with that is actually researching, monitoring, measuring the outcomes of solving that particular problem. So what is your purpose? Why are you here? And how do we spend 2 years, 3 years, 4 years to understand that problem, and now you go back into your community and make a difference. One of the other things that I'm really excited about is our Pathways to Careers program. We serve the 5 boroughs of New York, and we are now marketing ourselves closer and more visible to the young men and women who don't currently hold a high school diploma, but they're interested in obtaining their high school diploma so that they can add value to their economic status in their community. Historically, when you don't have your high school diploma, you go searching for your GED. You have to sit down, you have to take this exam, and then you get the piece of paper. Well, the uniqueness about our model is that not only will we prepare you for a placement exam, enroll you into Metropolitan College of New York, it's a 27 credit course, 9 credits per semester, and at the end of those 27 credits, those 3 semesters, you come out with your associate's or your bachelor's degree and your high school diploma. So you automatically are enrolled in our program on the path of not just securing your high school diploma, but also your 27 credits towards your undergrad, bachelor's, or associate's degree. And that's where we really are looking to bulk up our support for the college. There are a lot of young brothers and sisters out here in our 5 boroughs that want that next level opportunity. We're here to help to provide that.
There you go. I like that. And a lot of colleges don't do that. You take them from here to there, and you grab them by the hand and say, hey, follow me. We want to take you all the way through.
All the way through, because once you get that high school diploma, now there's a whole other process of what colleges you got to apply for, what institution, what program. We work with you all the way through those 3 semesters on carving out a blueprint for your success upon the completion of you receiving your high school diploma. Now let's enroll further into a full semester of activity engagement.
Taking you to it and taking you through it.
And guiding you through it.
There you go.
We provide, and that's the unique thing about MCNY is that we provide those full wraparound services, right? Those skills, that skill building. Let's be clear, if you're 27 years old, 28 years old, and you don't have your high school diploma yet, there's something that struck a chord that wants you to come back. Now there's a process of releasing some of that muscle memory, some of that recall of what you used to do, and that can be intimidating. And that's where we lose a lot of students, is that once they get to that first roadblock, they're like, I can't do this. But no, we're saying, yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
And let us show you how you get it done.
And a little grant helps.
Well, we've been blessed. You're hitting on all the right, of course. So clearly you've done your research, Bob. But that's why I'm with the great Bob Lee. And real quick before I get there, thank you so much for your continued support of Metropolitan College of New York. You were actually the host last year of our Power of Purpose luncheon. So thank you for believing in us and lending your talent and making that such a great, great success. So I just want to say thank you personally. Even though I wasn't in the seat, but it's always good to recognize when good people invite you into their home.
Thank you, man.
So thank you. We were recently awarded a $2.9 million grant by the National Science Foundation. But I want to be very clear and put that in perspective, certainly to your listeners. That doesn't mean we don't need more. That is a drop in the bucket compared to what our, not just MCNY, needs to really level set and really balance the playing field of equity and access. But it's going to serve a very good purpose for our 5 boroughs here in New York City. And that is to put qualified, highly qualified Black teachers into our public schools to teach our young men and women. I believe in our saying from the 100 Black Men of America that what they see is what they'll be. And so our grant centers around putting 20 Black teachers in highly dense populations, some of our most challenged communities in the areas of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics.
Beautiful.
The more we can put more teachers of color into our public schools, the more our sons and our daughters will believe that they can have an opportunity to get the American dream. Yeah. And so that's just one of those, but we need more support, we need more collaborations, and we need more opportunities to go after these funding sources.
Well, I always have this camera that can help. It's this camera right here. You can reach out if you like.
Absolutely. Well, thank you, Bob. So if you are listening at the sound of my voice, I'm sitting here with the great Bob Lee on Open. Thank you so much for allowing MCNY to come into your home today or onto your radio today. We are very forced to be reckoned with. We are considered the Harvard on the Hudson. However, just because you have it in name doesn't mean you have it in resources. Our students are some of the most vulnerable students from the 5 boroughs that we serve. They need your support. Today, if you visit www.mcny.edu, you will support a student who can't register today because they have a back balance. Your support today will help a graduating senior today who will graduate without a balance. We need more support on our institutional scholarships, funding to help our students transition and matriculate from one course to the next to graduation. The biggest challenge for our students of color is graduating with debt. If we can partner and have majority of our students graduate from college with 0 debt, now we're winning, and now we're changing the landscape and decreasing that wealth gap funding source. So please visit www.mcny.edu today. The right-hand corner, there's a button that says donate. Click that button, but then scroll down, and then you're gonna see an icon that says reoccurring. Hit that button also so we can see you every month, and you will get a personal call from me thanking you for all donations that come in today. I will call you and thank you personally, but we need more help. Those are nice gifts, those are intimate gifts, but we need a sustainable solution to graduating our students with 0 debt. Yeah. You spend all the money on education and you graduate with $80,000 in debt, that's a big leap, Bob, to get into that financial freedom level. So anything that you can do to support us and our students who need you, we're here to help you and collaborate with you. Thank you very much.
Doc,
thank you, Bob.
You hit all those points right there. If I was a student, I would go back to school. I would get more involved.
Come on now, and I'll come and visit you in your classroom.
There you go.
Huh? Absolutely, Bob. We outside. We're pressing the flesh. We're really trying to make a difference.
I like that. That's a good feel too and a good look. Before we go, voter education, town hall.
Oh, wow. That's going to be an awesome experience. We've teamed up with Pastor Jamal Bryant.
There it is, right
there.
there.
Oh, yes. It's going to be a great with Tiki Torres.
Yes.
And the bottom line is that we're apolitical. But the important part is that we educate our community at our South Bronx campus. So we're opening up to the community. We're opening up to our students, our faculty, our staff. This is a very important election. And not only for me, that our vice president, who's a candidate for the presidency, happens to be a Bison from Howard University, HU. And so we have that in common, but just to educate our community on the process of voting. So we're excited about this partnership with Project 555 under the leadership of Pastor Jamal Bryant.
Hey, listen, my house is your house. You're
Thank
always
you.
invited to
Thank
come
you,
back.
Bob.
Thank you. Come back anytime you want to share some great information, and we'd like to come back and visit your school too.
We'd love to have you.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bob.
All right.
Thank
there
you so
he is,
much.
Dr. Charles Gibbs, President of Metropolitan College of New York. Thank you so much.
Always
a pleasure.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you. We'll
take a quick break. I've got a whole lot more coming up next.